Hey everyone, welcome to another video. In this video I'm gonna update you a little bit on my low buy. I told you about a month ago that I was going on a low buy. I'm gonna tell you how it's been going, how the whole budgeting and also not making too many purchases is going. And I'm just gonna show you everything that I got, share some thoughts. I've been thinking I want to do more of an in-depth update aside from showing you everything that I got. So this is going to be more of a monthly haul with a few updates here and there, and then later on I will update you a little bit more in detail about how I'm feeling, how it's going, how I feel about the whole situation. So let's get right into it. So before I show you everything that I got, I kind of want to update you a little bit on how the first part of the month went. By the way, the month for me is from the 23rd to the 22nd. That's what I count as a month. That makes sense for me and my finances and just how things are with my money when I get money, things like that. So for me it makes sense. And it also gives me a little bit more time to film my updates and get you the updates around the start of the new month. I think that is nice to do. So then that is something that we are clear on. Now, at the start of the month, when I first decided I was gonna go on a low buy, I was actually pretty stressed. I just felt like with everything that I kind of was considering, I actually felt pretty stressed to buy it, kind of scared to buy it, because I felt like, what if something else comes along? What if buying this thing will prevent me from buying something that I really want? And also I immediately began noticing how it was changing my being in a store, because I am someone who buys a little bit there, one thing there, two things there. I am someone who kind of collects things unknowingly by buying a lot of things here and there. It's just something that I do, and then it's hard to keep track. So that is one of the reasons why I'm saying I can only make 3 purchases, because otherwise I don't know what I'm doing, and it's also just so easy to just buy one thing or 2 things at a time and then end up with a bunch of stuff, a bunch of makeup. So at the start I was actually pretty stressed, a little bit stressed, because I just didn't know how it was gonna go. How many things are gonna come out in a month that I'm excited about? How am I gonna feel about many things a month? Am I gonna feel really restricted? I really didn't know how I was gonna deal with it. And I feel like, as I already told you in my intro, I feel like it is much easier for me to not buy anything, like being this restricted, but having some options really makes me overthink everything, and that is not what I want. That is not what I want to do. I don't want to make myself more stressed. I want to make myself less stressed. And even in the end, I only made 2 makeup purchases. I did make a nail polish purchase, but I did say that I wasn't gonna count nail polish because I don't buy nail polish that often, although this month I did, but before that I didn't buy any nail polish for months and months. The way I am with nail polish is just very different from other makeup, because sometimes I will buy some nail polish and then for months I will not, so it doesn't really make sense to do a monthly budget. So that is kind of like an interesting thing that happened here. I did buy some nail polish, and yeah, I just felt like it was pretty difficult to decide what I wanted to buy, if I wanted to go and buy one thing or multiple things, and if I was actually making the right decision by buying multiple things at a time. I was just a little bit finding my way in this budget and spending money. And in the end, I feel like when I kind of let go, when I kind of relaxed and I stopped kind of overthinking it, I got used to the idea of only spending a certain amount of money, only making 3 purchases. I just kind of eased into it and didn't really think about it that much anymore. And I realized that a lot of things can be bought later on. It's not necessary for me to buy everything right away. And I only made 2 purchases. And I only made 2 purchases that were really budget friendly. I did not reach my budget. I did not spend the amount that I have set for myself, and I have said in my intro video that I would be able to take with me half of the money of what I didn't spend. I am not entirely sure what I did spend, but I feel like it's like 40, maybe 50 euros on makeup, which is fine. And that is also a reason why I'm not gonna stress about the nail polish that I've bought, even though it was a more expensive purchase. Even if I would count the nail polish in the budget, I don't think I would be over. No, I wouldn't. So I'm still happy with what I did. I also didn't buy that many clothing, shoes, accessories, things like that. I bought a few things that I'm going to show you. I don't know if I'm going to show you every month. I just want to see how it goes. Maybe it will feel more natural to just update you on makeup. But okay, we're going to get into actually showing you. I just wanted to give you a little update. So the first thing that I bought this month, I think this was the first thing. I bought a few things from the Catrice and Essence fall update. Like, they do an update every 6 months or so, and they came out with a few things, and I was like, you know what, I really love these brands, I really love this makeup, and there are just some things that I'm really excited about. Usually with these updates I would feel kind of like I had to try more, and try different things and really know what is going on, and now I only bought the things that I was really excited about, which made it not so interesting for a video. That's why I didn't do a video. But I'm gonna show you now, and probably I'm still gonna do like a roundup review and tell you how I feel. And I can tell you a little bit about these products right now. Okay, so first up, I am wearing this lipstick right now. I bought one of the Shine Balm lipsticks. This is in 030 Divine Femininity, and this is kind of like a cool tone nude. It kind of has a mauve undertone to it as well. I have to say that it is not really extremely shiny. It feels a little bit like a tinted lip balm. It's also not extremely pigmented. It is a very subtle type of lipstick, which is nice. It's nice. I combined it with a lip liner and I think it looks good. But I don't think I like this one as much as their other shiny lipsticks. The plumping gel shine lipsticks, those are my favorites. This is a little bit more thin, a little bit less pigmented, a little bit less shiny. Feels a little bit, as I said, like a tinted lip balm. But I think it's gonna be nice and natural to wear on its own. I quite like this one. Then another lip product that I tried and really despised. I put this on my lips and then I took it off right away. I was like, there's no use. There's no reason, there's no use, there's no way this is gonna look good. There's no way this is gonna work out. So I just took it off. So this is the Extreme Care Hydrating Glossy Lip Balm in Milky Cacao. And I thought this looks like a really nice shade. This would be a really nice shade if it's like a sheer shiny liquid lip balm. But this is so pigmented that it feels like you are applying a concealer. It feels like you're applying a really sticky, thick concealer, and it looks like that. It looks so unflattering, it's so thick, and there's just no way this type of shade is ever gonna look good in this formula. Just the pigmentation on this is way too much, and it's just off, and I don't like it. I am probably gonna try it one more time just because I feel like I have to. But if I did not have a makeup channel, I would not touch this again. I would just throw it out and that would be it, because this is really bad. And I was expecting something really nice, sheer, shiny, easy to wear, to throw on. Just maybe combine it with a lip liner or something like that, but this didn't work out. Then another lip product that I was pretty disappointed in. So this is the Melting Kiss Gloss Stick in 020. And I was expecting this to be like a really melty, juicy, shiny, a very gloss in a stick type of formula. I really wanted it to be kind of like those Marc Jacobs ones that I've never tried, but I know what they look like. Like the balms, like the glosses in a stick. It really, when you apply it, it looks like you applied a gloss. Kind of like the Makeup by Mario ones, but it is kind of just like a really sheer, slightly shiny, kind of satiny lip balm, colored lip balm, and that is not what I was expecting. It definitely is a little bit like soft and pigmented. There's not a lot going on. It's not that shiny. I'm just a little bit disappointed. If they would have called this like a slightly tinted lip balm, sure, but with this name I was expecting something more. Then I tried the Essence Don't Worry Be mini eyeshadow palette, and this is such a cute eyeshadow palette. It has a beautiful kind of like holographic packaging, very compact. I quite like how they did this. And then on the inside we have kind of like a cool toned color story. I've used this I think once or twice, and we have some nice pretty pigmented mattes and then some very cute shimmers. The quality of this is really cool. I really like the shades in this. It's like the taupes, but very kind of grayish, a little bit like the Colourpop taupe eyeshadow palette. I think this is a cute one. I believe it's like €3, €4, very affordable. There's also a purple version of this. Yeah, I think it's a really cute palette. It's a nice quality. Is it my absolute new favorite? I don't know yet, but there's just something very cute and handy about it, and it has a color story that you don't see a lot. I feel like usually taupes are a little bit more on the purpley side, or they lean a little bit more pink, and this is really like a cool tone neutral mini eyeshadow palette. I think it's really nice. So I also got that in the same order. Then I also got 2 nail polishes. I got 2 nail polishes from their Brave Metallics line. This one was the one that I really wanted. This is the one that is kind of like a metallic periwinkle blue. I had a shade like this, a nail polish like this, years and years and years ago. I lost it, but I was so into it and I can't wait to try this. I haven't tried it on my nails. This one I thought it was mint, because when you see, according to me, when you see the photos of this nail polish in the bottle on a Catrice website, you see their product shots, it looks like a mint. But then when you see their shots on the nails, and those were not on the website where I ordered this, this is white. It looks to me like a totally different color, and I did not need a metallic white nail polish because I already have this. I don't need to, it is just white. So yeah, I bought this, but I'm probably gonna give it away, or I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I don't need it because I already have this shade. So that is that order. I will put how much I paid for all of this stuff on the screen because I can't be bothered going and doing the math now. I will tell you. Just it's gonna be on the screen. So next thing, the second and last purchase that I made was actually in store, and it was also Catrice, interestingly enough. So what I saw in store, and what I already did a video on by the way, is the Catrice Fall in Colors collection. They also had some brushes, but I didn't pick those up because I always feel like I have to pick up the brushes, but then I never use them. And what I had seen from some promos, like previews, was that this one looked very pretty. I love the packaging and just the shades in here, the shades of these highlighters really spoke to me. So I was like, okay, I am just gonna buy the face palette. That's all I'm gonna do. I don't care. I don't need the other things in this collection. Also, because a lot of Catrice eyeshadow palettes kind of disappoint me. Sometimes they are just not that good. But then I saw this in store. I saw both of these in store, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna swatch it and see. And I swatched it and I was so impressed. Watch the video because there are some beautiful shades in here. Beautiful mattes, really pigmented with a beautiful undertone, but also very sparkly shimmers are in this palette. I go into a lot of detail, do really detailed swatches in my review of this. Please watch it because the shades in here are stunning. This eyeshadow palette is €15, but it's so worth it. It's a little bit more expensive for Catrice, I believe, but this packaging just looks so cool, very like Great Gatsby-esque. And then just the color story, all these colors together, but also the quality of this palette is really nice. I really am so into this palette. I think it's so beautiful for fall, and just swatching it, I was like, you know what? It is simple. this is gonna be my second palette purchase, and that is gonna be it. If this is the only palette I buy next to this one for the month of September, I'm gonna be totally fine with it. And I kind of like relaxed. I was just like, we'll see what else comes out. If I can buy it, then it will be totally fine. It's not gonna be an issue. It's not gonna be a problem. It shouldn't be. Why should it be? It is just makeup. So that is what I thought, and I just went for it. And in the end, I just didn't spend that much money on makeup. That was it. By the way, I'm raving about this eyeshadow palette, but this face palette is also very, very cute. These kind of shimmery, putty highlighters are so stunning. They kind of make me think of the Super Shocks. Not totally, but when they are on the cheeks, they kind of look like Super Shock highlighters. Very cool, very beautiful. This is like below 10 euros. So yeah, that's all the makeup that I bought. Let's get into the nail polish that I bought and some clothing. So the nail polish that I bought is actually, I decided to go and try out some Holo Taco. And I was inspired to do this by my sister. She sent me a message and she was like, this nail collection, I believe it was like grungy rainbow or dark rainbow. This nail collection, she said, it looks amazing. And I checked it out and was so into it. I love grungy nails in the fall and winter. It's really like my thing. And these are all like grungy, deep, dark colors, but with a holographic shift in them, which is so beautiful. I am wearing one of them on my nails today. I don't know if you can kind of see it. It's a bit hard to capture. Sometimes. The lighting really has to be good. I don't think you can see it right now, but these shades, these nail polishes are so beautiful. I just got them in like last week, so I've been wearing this one all week, and I want to try the other shades. And let me just see. So the one that I'm wearing is the shade Burnt Bridges. And this is such a cool kind of deep brown. But it also looks a little bit like bronzy in a way. But with all the shades in there as well. Then I have the shade. This shade is Dead Petals. And this is kind of like a dark purple with a warm undertone. Can't wait to try this one as well. This one looks so cool as well. It is so hard to show you, but in some lighting, the shifts in this is just insane. Then I also have the shade Lost in the Woods. And this is kind of like a foresty green. A little bit more on the cool tone side even. I think this one is very cool as well. And then I also got one of the toppers. And this one is in Linear Holo Taco. So it's also like Linear Holo, but you can just apply it over any nail polish, which I really like the idea of, because you can make any nail polish like a little bit more special. So I got 4 of these nail polishes, and so far I have to say I have to get used to the brush a little bit, because it's very like slim, and usually the brushes that I use are a little bit more thick, like a little bit more broad, and you can kind of like do one swipe and go. With these you kind of have to get used to like making that shape yourself. So that is something that I think will be fine in the end. But I feel like it is looking beautiful, very shiny. It is staying on long. This one is chipping just a slight bit on the edges a little bit, and it's been a week. It's been a week since I put this on, so I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, next up, I bought earrings. I bought the earrings that I'm wearing today, and I got these like silver hoops, and then we have these kind of like acrylic flowers, and I can also switch them out with these others that I bought. These are kind of like, how am I gonna show you? These are kind of like the white version of these. They are very like interesting. There's a lot going on there, a lot of dimension. So the white ones are the ones that I think will go with everything, and the ones that I'm wearing right now, there's some pink and green and maybe some yellow and some white in there as well. These earrings are from Wolf and Moon. They're a London-based handmade jewelry company. I actually found them through Hannah Louise Poston. She had one pair of earrings from this brand brand. It was like a pair, and I thought they were so cute. And since I saw that in a video of hers, she did like a earring collection video where she showed everything in her ears as well. Since I saw that video, I was kind of like obsessed with this brand, and I was just watching them and seeing if they would come out with something that was really up my alley. And then they came out with these. These are a little bit more limited than other things that they do because they are made from kind of like what's left of other earrings that they make. It's kind of like the trash, kind of like recycled. They put everything together when they have enough of what is left of other earrings, and then they make these, which I think is a really cool concept. But I thought these would be perfect for me because, you know, they have a lot of cool earrings on their web shop, but a lot of them are a little bit like statement earrings, and I am not someone who wears a lot of statement jewelry. And when I saw these, I was like, I think these are just the right amount of statement because they are still kind of subtle but still kind of statement. You definitely see them. They're a little bit bigger, but the shades that are in here, like the white ones, they go with almost everything that I have, and these with the pink will also go with a lot of the things I have. I really like pink and purple, shades like that, a lot of green. I am just someone who likes that in my clothing. So when I saw these, I was like, if I'm gonna buy anything, then it's gonna be these. They're like practical but also very cute. They are just the best of both worlds. So I decided to buy these Wolf and Moon earrings. And then lastly, I was thinking I wasn't going to buy any clothes in the month of September, like that budget month from the 23rd of August to the 22nd of September. But my sister was out shopping and she saw some things for me at this kind of like outlet store, and she sent some photos and she bought a few things for me. So if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have bought anything, but the things I got are actually really cute. So one of the things, I have never shown you any like fashion on this channel, I believe, but if you like it, I can incorporate a little bit more. I have quite a specific clothing style. Sometimes I can be a little bit out there. I don't know if you would be interested in seeing that or if you would just think I'm weird. But one thing that I got is this kind of like, what would you call it, like a sweater. It's a little bit longer than a lot of things that I have. I usually wear a lot of cropped things because I'm really small. I'm only like 1 meters and 1 meters and 57 centimeters. So that's not very tall. I believe it's like 5'1", could it be? So a lot of like sweaters are too big for me, are too long for me, and they hit me in kind of like a weird place. So this one is a little bit longer, but it's more like tight, so it doesn't really matter, and it's easy to kind of like wear into my jeans or whatever I'm wearing, like a skirt. And it's kind of like teal with lighter teal and then kind of like pink throughout it. This is really soft material. I think is really cute, and this was only like $12.50, so that is a good price. Then I also got this skirt. This is also $12.50, and this kind of has like this retro print, also teal, and it's a little bit on the shorter side, but I'm gonna be wearing it with some stockings, something like that. And I think it's really cute skirt. It has some stretch in there, so it's gonna be more comfortable, but it's a little bit on the short side, so I have to see how I will combine that. And then lastly, I kind of have like the dress version of that sweater. It is longer, it's pretty long, it's like above my knees, like right above my knees. It's the same material, it's very nice, kind of warm and soft. This one was $17.50, I believe, and I just really like this combination of colors in here. I think it's a little bit difficult to see on screen, and I don't really have the space now to really show you this thing totally, but it's really like hugging my body. It's kind of like that stretchy tight kind of sweater dress, which I really like. I think is really cool, especially since it's a little bit longer. It's gonna be very comfortable to wear. So that's actually the only clothing that I got this month, and I feel like all in all this month was not a lot of shopping. I feel like I did still go to online shops. I did still think about what I was gonna buy. I was even in Sephora during this month. I was in Sephora in Barcelona. I went to Barcelona on a trip and I went to see my best friend and we were hanging out there, and we went to Sephora, and I didn't buy anything because I just felt like it was too early in the month and I didn't know what was gonna happen. In the end, I could have bought one thing there, but yeah, I did do more shopping actually maybe than I would want to, especially when it comes to like going on web shops and checking out web shops and doing that a bit too much. But I feel like it has gotten less and less, and a way I'm kind of substituting checking out web shops is I am crocheting like a lot. And when I'm doing that, I feel like I'm much more calm. I have something to do. I have something to keep me occupied. I feel less stressed. I feel less like I'm looking for something to do. And because of that, when I do that a lot, I'm actually not online shopping a lot, which is a good thing. I feel like especially at the start, sometimes I just go through phases, especially at the start of this low buy, I was still checking out web shops a lot, but I feel like I'm kind of finding a way to not do that as much anymore. I still think that going shopping once in a while is a fun thing, but I don't want it to be kind of like an addiction, kind of like something I just keep doing and doing and doing because I want to have something to do. It's not a good thing to just fill up your time. I like it if it's like a conscious thing, but if it's not a conscious thing, then what am I even doing? It is just a habit, and I don't feel like that's a very good thing to do something like shopping. I don't want to ban shopping from my life. I just want to be more conscious and mindful of it. I don't want to spend as much money, and I don't want to be thinking about buying things every day. And I think if I kind of ease into this budget even more and kind of relax and find out that 3 purchases is more than enough, and I'm not even doing that, then I'm actually going in the right direction. So I feel like this month was good. I can already tell you that the current low buy month that I'm in, I have bought some more clothing, I've bought some shoes, I bought a jacket. So the next time, if I also show you other things like clothing and shoes and jewelry, I think I have more of that to show you than the actual makeup. I haven't bought any makeup yet. I just repurchased something, but that is it. I only bought like a concealer, and that is it for the current one. But those are spoilers. We will actually chat about that when we get to it, when we get to the next monthly collected haul. Okay, this is gonna be everything for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe, and then I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.